Most of us aspire to get a good job, enjoy our spare time, and retire in comfort. And then there are the outliers. People doing weird and wonderful things and ignoring the whole system. This series is about pursuing dreams against all odds and with great success. It's about why some people choose no ordinary life. Certain jobs are done. Certain jobs are done because, well, they just need doing. But there are some jobs that are far less practical. So does that make them less important? In our modern world, it seems that we place more value on work that brings more money and less value on work that just brings us joy. Well, in this episode of No Ordinary Life, we're gonna meet people whose work brings pleasure to so many people in so many ways.
Wasn't really into dance as a kid. I tried like modern tap and jazz and it was very strict and I didn't find it fun. But when I was about 15, my mom took me to a play in Chester, actually, the Chester Theatre. There was a belly dance character and I just thought she was so beautiful and I loved her movements and I loved her costumes, like the flowing fabrics. I started taking classes with her after that, and then I just started taking classes in Chester and then in Bridgewater and then in Halifax, and then I moved to Toronto. So I just fell really in love with belly dance, with the music, and again, the costumes, the movements. It was very hypnotic. I moved to Toronto in 2005 to try and study belly dance more professionally, be exposed to more of the culture of origin of belly dance. Being in Toronto made me realize I really wanted to be here, although it was wonderful and I had lots of great opportunities and the training opportunities were excellent. I found that the market was really oversaturated. And so I thought, well, this is something that there really isn't a lot of in Halifax. And I have a perspective where I can really offer something. And so obviously I continued to train and I still continue to train and learn. And I feel like I have a responsibility to pass on that knowledge. The two sides of my performing career, I suppose, are being a performer myself. So being a dancer and creating new work. And I also love to create my own costumes and kind of have that all work together to create an act. And then as an agent, I'm taking that experience that I have from being a performer and applying it to working with other performers. So I find it helps me know what's going to make it a good experience for them, what's going to help them feel safe. My dance partner, Monique, is also a circus artist, and we've always kind of been involved with circus and burlesque and acrobatics and that kind of thing. So I've worked with a lot of those people. I think the hardest part of my career is trying to make enough money to survive. Almost everyone I know, all these incredibly talented performers, they all have to have a day job, and they often really like their day jobs too, but when someone has to work 9 to 9, they've got 2 jobs that they have to work. So that is a real challenge as an agent and also as a dancer. Belly dance is one of the more misunderstood dance forms. And it's also a dance form that is from a culture that's not my own. So I feel a great responsibility that over the past number of years, people are starting to understand that women like to wear beautiful clothing. We like to, dress up. We like to, a lot of us like to perform. And I really usually have more fun interacting with the women in the audience, although, everyone is great as an audience member, but yeah, people are learning that it's empowering and that it's good for your mind-body awareness, and it's something that helps people kind of take up space and be proud and feel good about their bodies. I think that being an entertainer is a really beautiful thing. I think that bringing that magic and wonder and beauty to people is an honorable thing. And it really can change people's lives. It does change people's lives all the time, right? If you think about, film and TV, of course, it's a huge influence on the culture. And live entertainment can be very, very powerful. So I've never thought of entertainment or as being a term that cheapens my art form, although I'm aware that that, is thought of by some people. But I think that we've tried to get people to understand that belly dance and circus arts and burlesque and different kinds of movement, different kinds of underrepresented art forms are, there's so much to them, right? There's so much to learn, there's so much room to express yourself, there's so much creativity, and that there is a lot of thought and passion and hard work that goes into it.
Since I'm going to meet Laura and chat about her career, I thought, why not take a lesson myself while I'm at it? Wish me luck. Laura! Hello! Okay, this is out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're going to be doing.
Well, I teach people who have had no dance experience all the time, and you're not alone in your fears, but they are unwarranted.
Okay, and they told me that tonight's class is intermediate level, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
So will you be able to give me kind of an introductory lesson so that I'm not just the only one?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll go over some of the basics, and it's always good for them to review the basics too, so we'll do that in class as well as I'll give you the foundations before we go.
I mean, I don't even know what I should be wearing for this.
So we're going to start by going over our movement foundation. So kind of just an owner's manual to your hips and your rib cage. And in belly dance, we move more than just our hips, but it kind of has some special movements. So we're going to start by just alternating bending one knee. Yeah, and then switching to the other knee. So we're going to alternate side to side. Yeah, exactly. And just try not to think about it too much.
Yeah, because I'm already thinking this.
That's always the problem. But we're almost just walking on the spot. And you can see that when you bend your knee, your hip wants to drop a bit to take up that space. And then when you straighten the leg and shift, it brings the hip up. Yeah. And then let's bring our hands out. I'm just going to kind of bring them out like a wide V shape there. Yeah, you can bring them a little bit in front of you, just more comfortable. And try doing this with a bit more of like a flick. Don't think, just dance, yeah.
Just flicking.
Switch, so you're switching the knees. Switch, 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 switch. That's perfect, yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah, and let's try movement on a different plane. So I'm gonna do a twist. I'm sure you've kind of thought about doing the twist before, yeah.
This feels right.
Yeah, and just try to stay right in the middle. We always have a favorite side where one side likes to work harder than the other. So
do you get a lot of people who like start out very clumsy and then pick it up really fast? Or is it...
I mean, I wouldn't personally call them clumsy to their face, of course.
Well, I'm one of them, and I'm going to say clumsy.
Yeah, so I find I get a lot of people who, like myself, this is maybe one of the first dance classes they're taking, or they've found that like most more Western dance forms are kind of intimidating, or the dance schools are more intimidating. So belly dance, usually we start with more of a recreational focus. So it's like, let's just have fun. Let's feel good. Let's put on something sparkly. Let's kind of learn about some new music, that kind of thing. And then if they really love it, then they kind of will stick around and learn all the juicy details. But I'm really used to teaching to people with no dance experience. And I love it because it's just so nice to get people moving and feeling good. Let's try something different here. So I'm just going to tuck and relax. So yeah.
Okay, that's awkward.
And so when you tuck, you're just kind of squeezing your bum, but we're going to try to think about like you're zipping up through the front.
Am I
so you're using your low abs.
twerking? Is that what's happening?
Let's try lifting the chest
Okay.
and then drop the chest. It's kind of like bad posture for a second. Then you're gonna bring in your belly and then release your butt to the back. Release to the back. Yes, yes.
Super slow motion.
Okay, we got it. Yeah. And then we're gonna go chest up and down and release. Yeah. We're thinking of a wave. I'm going up to down. And you can just kind of think
it
about
makes
that.
perfect sense
Yeah.
when you explain it. It's
I
just the
always say
practice.
that if it makes sense in your mind, you understand what we're doing and how to do it, that's great. And then your body will kind of figure it out in time.
In time for the class tonight.
Stretch and sit back. Yeah.
I think I'm ready for my class.
Yes, you are. Let's do it.
I am not ready for this. Okay, she shoots. She misses. I may have missed the net, but Laura certainly hasn't. Building a career out of something that you love can be really hard work, but she has shown us that if you have the drive and the desire, you can create a life that you love. Now, Mavs Gillis is another Nova Scotian who has managed to build a unique career. Mavs is a sportscaster, and when you consider that there are very few broadcasters in all of Canada, that's a pretty big deal.
I was working at a call center doing insurance, and I was also balancing out live streaming on my own sports website. So that was the moment where I decided I was going back to NSCC to pursue radio and TV arts, and I'm doing what I love. So that's the important part. That's where there was other things that came into play. My grandmother giving me an early inheritance to say, okay, now you can do this, and then my brother saying if he dies in the military, well, I was his benefactor as long as I went into broadcasting. The night I told him I was going to Tokyo to call wrestling was awesome. It was awesome. A commentator is someone who is calling the action as it takes place. The best way I could describe it, I'll take a line from pro wrestling announcer Jim Ross, who talks about how the athletes are the ones that are the orchestra and the commentator is the one that provides the lyrics. Some of the unique personality traits I have for this is a bit of a mental Rolodex to pull out interesting factoids or references. There's an ability to listen and be able to empathize, to tell the story of the athletes and what they're going through, and also to give a stake to what's happening on the TV or in the broadcast, so that someone that's tuning in can understand the importance and the value of what these kids are playing for. great day on the job is knowing that you're going to a game that has a lot of importance, a lot of stake, and you're going to a venue that you're very excited to be at. Playoff hockey with the Q, great day. Knowing that there's, it's not a game worth just 2 points in the standing, knowing that there's a game where it's okay, so it's a best of 7 and every period and every shift really does matter, and people are hanging on to that. That's a great day at the office. Also, I'll look at track and field, where I know I'm going to be interviewing kids who have worked all year for an opportunity to get a personal best or win a gold medal, and knowing that I'm at the end of it to really help them tell their story is also a fantastic day at the office. I think with us, with Eastlink, we do it professionally, in that we want to make sure that if you're flicking through the channels, that if you land on our channel, it doesn't look out of place. We want to make sure that we don't look like old school cable. We want to make sure we don't look like cable 10. For the high school football we do, we're treating it just like it's professional football. And these kids get to go home and enjoy re-watching that just like as if they're watching on Sunday, seeing their games as if it was on Fox or CBS. And I think it's something that doesn't happen elsewhere. Like the community channel is very important around here.
Wow, what a feeling being on the floor.
Yeah. It's weird because there's usually ice, but
we're not slipping and falling on the way
exactly.
in. That's good. So can you walk me through a game day broadcast, like from leaving the office to coming on site?
over there, of course, we're going to have our production truck, and the crew has been running cables all day long. Cameras are getting set up, mics are being put all over the place, and it's all being controlled by a truck under the stands. Okay,
so that truck is pulling in every day. Every game.
Every game, the truck's under there.
That's all getting reset up.
It's all getting set up
Wow.
and getting put in, torn out.
So how many games would you call a year here?
We're here probably once a month during the hockey season, but
Okay.
that's regular season. In the playoffs, the Mooseheads are really good. We're here quite a bit more. So we're all over the Maritimes, but this is going to be the biggest venue we broadcast from all year long.
Is there a chance that I could go up into where you broadcast from and see how that all works?
You absolutely. Let's go.
You teach me how to call?
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
We're up so high.
We literally will go from intermission right up to play-by-play, and have 45 seconds to get ourselves back on headset. For,
Running up and down those stairs in 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, Mavs. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
goodness.
this is,
Wow.
this is our broadcast location. Now, I'm just gonna let you know,
Yeah.
being we're both of the approximate height,
Yes.
during games, I'm usually like this,
Careful.
leaning over,
Okay.
so I can actually see the entire
Don't lean over
but
too far.
Since we're just
That is
you
a big
see.
drop.
Yeah, since we're just going off the monitor, I can sit down. This little piece of tech is our play-by-play box. So basically, if I need to cough, if I need to clear my throat, hit that mute button.
Okay.
No one hears it.
Truck.
Truck. Okay, so truck, it's not calling a truck to come pick me up.
Okay.
The truck is underneath, okay, as I talked about. So the mobile truck and the command center, this allows me to talk to the truck and have the truck talk to me. So we can set up and make anything kind of happen without it going over the air. So anything that I need to talk to our producer to ask for a replay or ask, hey, for example, Jordan Dumais just went down the tunnel. What's going on with Jordan Dumais? Is he hurt? Boom. I hit the truck button. Truck knows what's going on. And then through these wonderful things,
Yep.
so you see, this is how I hear everything, and that is how everyone hears me. I'd like to hear you call the final 15 seconds.
Gosh, am I turning red already?
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So let's switch.
Okay, so you got to give me just a little like Cole's Notes version. What am I looking out for? Yep.
Just remember, the team in green is Halifax, the team in white is Sherbrooke, and the Halifax team here in front of 10,000 people
Yep.
are down a goal with 15 seconds left in the third period. Split-second decisions are very, very tough to judge sometimes. So to any officials that I have besmirched in the past by saying, I can't believe they blew that call, my apologies to you, because it is a split-second call. All right, so put your headset on.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm going to help you as well. Don't worry, you're not...
Thanks, Mavs. Just
Bang, you nailed it. All right, speak it up, talk it up.
okay. Here we go. Gillis and D'Amato facing it out on center ice. D'Amato is the referee as well as a player. Oh, she dropped the puck while Gillis was looking the other way. She is running it down towards the goal. There's no goalie. Of course there's not. There's only two players. And she's taking a swipe and, oh, she misses Gillis. And he's going all the way to the other end of the rink, which is really far. Wait, no, there is no other end. He's gone around in a circle, and now he's going back to the net, and D'Amato is going in to defend. Oh, she took a hit. She took a big hit. She's on the ground. Oh, wait, she's nodding. She's smiling as though the crowd is cheering for her, but there is no crowd. Whoa, whistle. She has blown her own whistle. She has made up a rule, and he has broken it. She's going to take a penalty shot. She's lining it up. She's taking it, and score! Goal! She did it! And we're going into overtime. Oh my God, he's gone around her, and he's going for the net. Not only has he taken a shot, he's actually picked up the puck and is running into the net. Goal!
Touchdown.
D'Amato has taken umbrage with that move. She's approaching Gillis. Wait a second, was that a shove? Oh! She did. And now Gillis, he's coming back at her. I don't know what the plan is here. No, looks like they're shaking hands. Look at that sportsmanship. They're shaking. Wait a second, Gillis has taken the puck. He's running, he shoots, he scores! And just like that, Gillis has taken the game. You win some, you lose some. Next time, Mavs.
So a tough loss. You come away with a 2-1 defeat, and it was an interesting game because not only were you the opponent, but you were also the official. What was your takeaway from this hockey exhibition?
Yeah, no, Mavs. I can't lie. It's tough wearing two hats, as you know. But I gave it my all out there, and I can't say I'm leaving the ice with regrets.
You're coming away with this no ordinary life, seeing exactly what goes into being a play-by-play and sports personality. What's some of the things that you picked up out of this, and what are some of the things I guess you noticed off a monitor in calling a hockey game, especially the fact that you didn't know anything about a goaltender getting pulled before you got thrown into this?
Yeah, no, again, can't lie, didn't know anything about hockey before I met you. And I'd say that my biggest takeaway is that you are a brilliant individual, and I have never met anyone like you, Mavs. I mean, you're pulling this stuff out of your head in real time, live, and you're inspiring these kids, and you're just making a giant difference from your little perch up there in the dark. It's really quite amazing.
Well, you're putting a lot of pressure on me to pull something out of the gears ahead to put a wrap on this interview. So I believe, since this is the world of film, I believe it's the director that's got to say this is a wrap. Is that all right for the director to say?
It's a wrap.